Good afternoon, children. 7th Standard English. Children, hope you all are well and safe. Today, we are going to learn a grammar part, verbs. First, we will see what is meant by verb. A verb is used to express an action done by a person or thing. I repeat, a verb is used to express an action done by a person or thing. For example, the West Indies won the T20 World Cup 2016. The state or condition of a person or thing. Example, Kolkata is a thickly populated city. The fact of someone possessing something. My friend has a new bike. We can add a letter or a group of letters before a verb and get its opposite. Example, log, unlog, calculate, miscalculate, trust, distrust. So, in the above examples, the group of letters and, mis and dis when added before the verbs give us their opposites. Such a group of letters is called a prefix. Here are some few more examples. Unplug, uncover, unpack, misspell, misjudge, mislead, disconnect, disagree, dislike. Next we will see using verbs correctly. Some verbs may look or sound similar, or they may appear to have similar meanings. Study the list given below and note the examples to understand how to use these verbs correctly. Bear, bear. For example, to bear something is to reveal or uncover something. To bear something means to tolerate something. Next example, the angry dog bared its teeth and began to bark wildly. I could not bear to see my sister upset. Next example is differ, differ. If you differ something, you postpone. If you differ from somebody, you do not agree with them. Next one, the principal has deferred the announcement until tomorrow. The sound of this instrument differs from the rest. Next one, answer, reply. You answer a question and you reply to somebody or something. We will see the example. You have answered my question correctly. Zainab replied to my email after a month. Next example, dye, dye. To dye means to color something, mostly used for cloth, hair and so on. Next one, to die means to cease being alive. For example, my aunt has dyed her hair brown. Stephen Hawking died on 14 March 2018 at the age of 76. Next example, doubt, suspect. To doubt something means not to be sure of something. To suspect someone means to think that someone is guilty of something. Example, we doubt that Amber will go to the picnic. The officer suspected that the man was not telling the truth. Next one, borrow, lend. We will see the meaning. When you borrow something, you take it from someone with the intention of returning it. When you lend something, you give it to someone for some time. We'll see the sentence. May I borrow your pen, please? Couple will lend me his bicycle for a day. Next word is rise, raise. When something rises, it increases in amount, number of height. This verb does not need an object. When we raise something, we lift or move something to a higher position or to an upright position. This verb needs an object, so we always raise something. We will see the example. There has been a steady rise in the price of oil. Raise a hand if you know the answer. Next one is discover, invent. To discover a place or thing is to be the first person to become aware of its existence. To invent is to create something that did not exist before. For example, Christopher Columbus discovered America. Alexander Graham Bell invented the telephone. Next one is deny, refuse. To deny is to say that something is not true. To refuse is to say no to a request. For example, nobody can deny that India's diversity is fascinating. Sheila refused to go to the market with me. Next one is drown, sink. To drown means to die due to having been underwater for too long. This verb is mostly used for humans or animals. However, to sink means to disappear below the surface of the water. It is used mostly for inanimate objects. We will see the example. Most of the passengers on the boat the Titanic drowned. The Titanic sank because it hit an iceberg. Next word, hear, listen. To hear means to be aware of sounds. You hear with your ears. To listen means to pay attention to something that you can hear. Look at this example. I can hear the violin being played in the other room. Listen to the sweet music of the violin. Next word is see, watch. To see means to perceive something through one's eyes. To watch means to look at something for some time while paying attention to it. For example, I see many people walking in the park early in the morning. Let us go and watch a play this weekend. Next word, talk, speak. We talk to someone about something. The verb talk is generally used in informal situations. The verb speak is used in more formal situations. Talking assumes that two people are sharing and exchanging words. Speaking may not always mean exchanging, it can be one-sided too. You look at this example, we talked about our families. Kamal spoke to the manager about his leave. Last word, avoid, prevent. Here, to avoid means to keep away from somebody or something, or to stop oneself from doing something. To prevent means to stop something from happening. Look at these examples. Sanjay left early to avoid the rush hour. I am trying to avoid meeting the supervisor. The government took steps to prevent dengue. Next, we will see one verb for several words. One of the basic rules of good writing is to avoid unnecessary words. We should try to express our thoughts in a few words instead of using many words. When we use one word for a group of words, it makes our writing crisp and concise. It is also a good way of enriching our word store. Children, now we will see one example for a verb. Fill in the blanks with the correct form of the verbs in the box. So, here are some verbs. Go, pay, think, move, propose, own, catch, dispose, come. First sentence, Tina dash many books, owns many books. Number 2, Rashika will dash to Chennai next month. The answer is move. Number 3, may all your wishes dash true. Answer is come. Number 4, success should not dash to your head. Go. Fifth one, crime never dash. The answer is pays. Number 6, the early bird dash the home. The answer is catches. Number 7, man dash God dash. The answer is man proposes, God disposes. Last one, dash before you speak. The answer is think before you speak. So children, I hope you understood what is meant by verbs. So in the next class, we will continue the remaining thing. Children, for your today's assignment, you are going to write a letter writing in your composition note. So children, today you are going to write exercise number 6. Put today's date. Take the left hand side. You put exercise number 6, put today's date and write letter writing, write a question. Write a letter to your friend describing your family and ask him to reply about his family. Come to the right hand side. You write exercise number 6. Put today's date. That is 13/9/2020. Letter writing. You write Puducherry. Put today's date. Then you write dear. You write your friend name. Okay. Then you have to write well and wish to hear the same from you. I would like to write about my family. My family is a nuclear family with 4 members. We are living in a bungalow house. My father is a doctor and my mother is a nurse. My sister is studying in our school. I am very happy. I love my family, and so you please write about your family. With love, yours lovingly. You have to write your name here. At last, you have to write address on the envelope. 2. You have to write your friend name and your friend address. So children, for today's assignment, you are going to write neatly the letter writing in your composition note and also send the images of your assignment in your WhatsApp group without fail. Thank you children.